everyone and welcome to another instalment of my college experience. So guys, we have finally reached March. We've known for ages that March would be hell. But like, the good type of hell, where like, you get into a lovely hot bath that's gonna relax you and not scold you. So, let's begin with the 2nd of March. We had a Welsh speaker come in to talk entirely in Welsh at my second campus, Campus B, about Welsh in the business world. Now, I don't want to say it was like a repeat of the Cardiff uni trip where I didn't understand much.
All that can be draining when you're constantly trying to listen and translate it for 3 hours. None of us understood what was being said half the time, but we had fun. And the bits that I could translate were good points that I could put into my Welsh oracy for my exam. But it was difficult. I didn't understand what you're saying in English, but like footsie and all that. But there we go. We were each given a question to ask the woman. Now I was the only one that asked my question. Our teacher gave us like a slip of paper with each question. Now, me being the actor that I am, I learnt my question off by heart to pretend this is it. So it didn't look like it was forced. Like, for example, excuse me, Mrs. Welsh Speaker, how have you used Welsh in the workplace? Do you know what I mean? My question was, sut mae Cymraeg wedi helpu yn eich gyrfa? How has Welsh helped you in your career? Which I learnt. I did my bit, you know. I did my bit. I didn't understand much of what she said afterwards, but I asked my question. No one else did. Oi, stop it. Go lay down. We were meant to ask a question so that we could say we had a Welsh speaker, which is part of the course. But there we go. It's part of our oracy because we've got to talk about Cymraeg yn y Cymdeithas, which is Welsh in society. And at the end of it, we did get a lot of freebies. I don't know where they are. But we got a lanyard, a free pen, and a cone of sweets, which were nice. Now, on the 4th of April, I had my university open day. It's confirmed now that if I get the grade I need, I am going to USW to study theatre and drama. I went with Ewan because he just so happens to be studying the same course as I. Yeah, it was an amazing day. I really enjoyed it. Right, so this is what happened. I woke up at about 6:30, out of the house at 7 o'clock, and I sat waiting for the bus then, which arrived about 10 minutes later. I had to pay for my bus travel because it was a Saturday, and my free went only covers Monday to Friday. Now it cost me £8.70 for unlimited bus travel for the day, but I would need it 4 times. The bus from my house to the town centre, a bus from the town centre to Cardiff, and then Cardiff to town centre to my home. Four times. About 5 minutes after I got on the bus, Ewan arrived on the scene, but he had to wait for the next bus. I got into the town centre, and I had a McDonald's breakfast while I waited. The next bus came about 8 o'clock. This is the different bus now. When me and Ewan were in the town centre waiting, and we got on. I'm gonna need this for my travels. Now the trip took about 45 minutes, but we arrived in Cardiff. It was just before 9. We had like 40 minutes to just sort of look around the place, you know, see what our future's going to look like. And then we had to go inside the uni. Have I got the sheet? I should have the sheet somewhere. Got there. Now, we got inside and we asked the random dude where we had to go, but it turned out we'd taken the side entrance into the uni. We showed our ID for proof of the taste today, and it was in better condition at the time, but there we go. And we got given a free coupon for a drink and a Welsh cake. Now I chose to get a hot chocolate, which tasted nothing like hot chocolate. Sorry USW. It tasted like coffee, unless they gave me a coffee like a chocolate cappuccino or something. I don't know, but I asked for a hot chocolate, but there we go. But the Welsh cake was nice. The coffee taste was also confirmed by Ewan too. But anyway, I'll show you our schedule now. Can I show you that? Yeah, I can show you that. So we waited about 30 minutes for our main course tour, which was at 10:45. We got taken to the drama studio then, and we do some warm up games. We did Buzzy Bees, and some other games, and a devised piece where we had to create a story based on a fairy tale, but from like another perspective, like another way of interpreting that tale. I got put into a group with Ewan and a girl that we had never met before, and we did like a little prelogue to Little Red Riding Hood. You know the story of Little Red Riding Hood. The rather uncaring mother sends her child, Little Red Riding Hood, out to the woods, where she meets a wolf. She tells the wolf she's seeing Grandma, and the wolf is furious. So the wolf lets her go by, and Little Red Riding Hood carries on, unknowing that the wolf was secretly following her. Now, true fact for you, the average wolf is a lot faster than the average human. So he wasted no time in getting to Grandma's house and eating her up like a snack. Then he learned how to walk on two legs and started masquerading around as Grandma, completely unfazed by her red wallpaper. Then the wood chipper arrived, who just so happened to not look like me in my McDonald's uniform, threw an axe at the wolf dies, and despite Grandma being covered in guts and gore, comes out the wolf completely unfazed, and they all lived happily ever after. The end. The reason that the wolf in that story hates Grandma is because Grandma owes him money, and she's a dirty, stinking drunk. Grandma deserved death by a surprisingly humanoid wolf. It was fun. Then, after that, they went over the course and what the course would entail. It's a 3-year course, right? And you can learn drama to camera, so acting to camera, like I'm doing now, script writing, or set design in your 3rd year. So you can choose what you focus on. I reckon it's going to be amazing. I'm really looking forward to going to uni, but at the same time, yeah, more on that later. I reckon it'll be amazing, right? But anyways, afterwards we had ages, like it went from 10:45 to 1:45. We had a 2-hour gap, and we had some free specs, and I got some cups. I got this and a red one as well. There were stalls for like questions you might have, like paying for uni, or questions about your course and so on. Now in the UK, you can apply for a student loan. Like say now your course costs £9,000 a year to take. You get between 9,000 and 13,000, depending on your household income and like whether you live at the uni or at home. Now the money that's given to you is split into 2 streams. That's 4. 2 streams. Grants and bursaries, that's the one, and loans. Grants and bursaries are money that is given to you that you never have to pay back. And loans are money that you do have to pay back. The less household income that you have, the more money you get as a grant rather than a loan, if that makes sense. Which allows poorer students to go to uni. It's brilliant. If you don't earn as much in your house, most of uni don't ever have to pay back. Whereas if you earn a lot, you've got to pay back most of your uni. That's a fair system. And your debt, then, you don't have to pay back straight after uni. It's only after you earn a certain amount, which is 22k a year. It's a brilliant system. You don't pay it back. I mean, it'll take ages to pay back, but after 30 years, whatever loan amount you have left is Thanos snapped away, and you don't owe any money. It's brilliant. But yeah, like as soon as you earn like 22 grand a year, then you become eligible to start paying back, and it's like £5 a month. It's brilliant. Anyway, after that, we went to the student accommodation tour. Now, student accommodation would be much more convenient because I wouldn't have to wake up at 6 every day, get a bus at the station at 7, to get the next bus to get into Cardiff at 8, ready for the school day at 9. It would come, the student accommodation room would come to £18 a day, about 130 odd a week. Yeah, living at the uni would cost about 3,100 for a year, right? But I wouldn't always be living there. I'd be coming home occasionally. the rooms do look nice, and the freedom would be heavenly. You know, living in Cardiff, it'd be a fantastic experience, which is what I do on YouTube. I record my experiences. But if I lived there, I can get between £11,000 and £13,000 in grants and loans for a year of my course. Right? Like, my course is £9,000, accommodation £3,000, so £12,000 overall. If I get the £13,000 grant, I've got £1,000 left over for student living. It's a lot of money, but it works out mega cheap due to grants and loans and bursaries. Now, there are further bursaries I can apply for as well. Right? In Wales, we love our Welsh language. If I'm willing to do 5 credits of my course in Welsh, as of writing this, I don't know how much I've got to do. I don't know how much a credit is, like how long it takes to do a credit. I'm given £250 for the Welsh language scheme. 5 credits of my course, and they're going to give me £250. If I wanted to do 40 credits, I can get 1,500 free. Or, if I wanted to do half a year's work in Welsh, 80 credits, I could get £3,000 for free. It's tempting. But I gotta apply for this stuff soon, but I can't because it's not available until later on when it opens. So. But yeah, it does work out expensive, but it's cheaper because it's all paid for. Like, the government pay back most of the things for me. Thanks for that, Reggie. The government will pay most of it back. Now, the final one on here was the Welsh course, right, where they talked about the Welsh language scheme and where you can go for Welsh. Like, we take Welsh so seriously now. It's amazing. If I wanted to, I could join a Welsh club. I could get moved to student accommodation that's surrounded by Welshies, which would improve my language a lot. You know, I can dysgu fy iaith Cymraeg. I can learn my Welsh language. Gallwn ni gwella fy sgiliau iaith. I can improve my Welsh language. After the course, we got the bus back to the bus station. Me and Ewan had a McDonald's. I had 2 McDonald's that day, 1 breakfast, 1 lunch. And that was the end of that. It was a phenomenal day, and I'll never forget it. It was brilliant. I loved it, right? Now, let's move on to about drama in college. From the 6th and the 7th, we've been working on drama all day. We've been off timetable in order to nail both our pieces. It's fun, right? But it is quite tiring. Our ghost story script has been, it's been completed now. It's been worked on and it's done. I can genuinely say we are strong with the piece. We had help from a playwright, but I'm not sure if I can say his name or not. I don't know. If I can, I'll put the information there. But he was amazing. He helped us so much. We worked on our ghost story script from 9 to 12. Then we had a break. Then worked on our devised pieces from 2 till 4. We wore our costumes for this piece. I play Anthony Absolute in this story, who is the father to Jack Absolute. I am a very authoritative captain and I command respect. At the end of the day, our group went to Morrison's in our costumes. I stayed in character and I got so many looks from people. It was fun. The March came, our performance day, and it was an interesting day, but not for the reason you would suspect. In the night, it decided randomly to snow for the first time this year, and it was heavy snow. Nonetheless, the buses were running. Thank you, Reggie. I got on the bus to town, and it was still snowing, so I went to Greg's to get a pasty and a hot chocolate to keep me warm. Bloody snow. Shit. My feet go in the snow. I went to Greg's and I bought what was that buy? Corned Baker hot chocolate because it's fucking freezing. Snow on my eyelid. There we go. Not eyelid, eyelash. Luckily, all my drama group are able to come in today so I can finish my A-level drama piece. But still, fuck the snow to hell. I get to college, now I'm ready to perform, I'm in my costume for both pieces. We were going to do the rivals in the morning, we had Anthony Absolute, and our devised piece, where we had to make our own ghost story, in the afternoon. I sit down, and we'd had a notification saying that the teacher and the examiner couldn't come in, so the exam was cancelled. I know it's not their fault. It's the snow's fault. I was still annoyed. Like, I was ready to perform it, and I can leave those scripts in the past, because then I would only need to know Chicago. But no! I still need to know all 3 of those scripts. As I record this, I still need to know all those 3 scripts. Most of us were in the drama hall for like 2 hours just talking to each other and having a laugh. There was one group, bless them, that the snow had saved them because the piece wasn't up to scratch. No offence, guys, but you got saved by the snow, I think. There we go. We did get told the next day that our exam was postponed for the 16th of March, which happens to be night 2 of 4 of Chicago. So inconvenient. It's going to be fun. I got to learn and remember all 3 scripts. A massive play. Anyway, back to the drama lesson, which wasn't really a drama lesson. Highlights of the session include when someone kicked the ball at someone else coming in holding coffee, and guess who happened to walk in during that to see everything? The head of college. He was surprisingly calm about it though. I was just saying, get it cleaned up. He watched the whole thing and he was calm. It was funny as hell, but oh my god, I was terrified. Mental. Now, at about 11ish, I left the college. I genuinely mean this, but fuck the snow. It's cancelled my drama exam, so I've still got to know the 3 bloody scripts. It's still snowing. Snow all over the fucking place. I'm going to slip any second. I'm freezing. My shoes have got soaked. What else have I got? I'm not even going home tonight, staying with my nan, so I can get to college tomorrow and get to my acting club tonight. Yeah, the snow has fucked up everything. My Chicago plays in a week. Oh, fuck's sake! Consider this a Welsh rant because I'm bloody fuming. And I went to CX. Now, I go in the shop for my Doctor Who DVDs, and I saw that they were all over the place, like mishmash, proper mishmash. And I decided to be a gentleman, and I organised every single DVD in order of Doctor, like the right order of who played the Doctor in Doctor Who, from William Hartnell all the way up to Paul McGann, the classic Doctors, right? Now, because I was bored, I took this a step further. And I organised every Doctor Who DVD in chronological order from initial broadcast, the first time that they were ever shown on TV. It took about 20 to 30 minutes, but I did it. It was very impressive. Anyways, I stayed at my nan's then that night because the buses weren't going far enough where I live because of the snow. I went to Nan's for a while, then a few of us went to Hollywood Bowl because I had 50% off. 4 of us had a game. It was £7 for all of us at £1.75 a game because of the discount. I came second, Nate won. Well done, Nate. After bowling, we went to our acting club then. I went with people from my acting club. Now, today was important, that Wednesday, because it was tech filming. So we record the whole show, and then they know how to light us, etc. for the genuine for the performances. Now, it was amazing because it was the first time I'd had a proper run through, and I didn't mess up any lines. Like, it is such a relief when you know you can do that. I love it. After that, I went back to Nan's. It was about 9 PM now, and my feet were soaked because of the sludgy snow. I didn't realise how bad it was until I took my socks off. I will show you, right? But I'll give you a chance to not see if you don't want to. But if you want to see my lovely trench foot affected feet, it's in 3, 2, 1. There you go. My feet were white at the top and I had deep cracks in my feet. It was painful to walk on, but gradually got better as they dried out. But yeah, it hurt. They're perfectly fine now. You know, they've dried out, but at the time it was painful. The next day I had college. Drama was working on our process reports. The snow had gone away, so it happened on the one day, or one of the few days I didn't want snow. The exam and the 4 Chicago dates. Anyway, after drama I had Welsh, but we went to the Sherman Theatre in Cardiff to watch a play called Pigeon. It was a really good play. It wasn't like the Cardiff Uni talk or the Welsh speaker talk where I didn't have a clue what was going on, because above the acting there were captions in English and in Welsh and Gymraeg. But like, this didn't really work because we were sat at the back, right? And this meant that my vision was reduced to this. I actually understood a lot of the dialogue, and it was quite entertaining. Because as well, in the play there were moments that were in English and in Welsh. In Welsh we would say my drama and dwyieithog. The play is in 2 languages. It's bilingual. And also the beauty of Welsh in Wales is that basically everyone that speaks Welsh can speak English, but not everyone that speaks English can speak Welsh. Right. Now, after the train, we got to Cardiff Central from College B. Went to Cardiff Central to the Sherman Theatre. After the play, went to Greg's and then back home. Now, when we went to Greg's, right? Now, last time we went on a drama trip, I applied my employee discount for McDonald's, which I mentioned in this video. This time, someone else had a Greg's discount because they work there, and it was 50% off Greg's. 2 for the price of 1. Got two pasties for the price of 1. It's a bargain, man. It was great because each pasty, called me pasty, is normally 180 each. I had 2 pasties for 180. It was banging. It was great. Anyway, after Greg's, we got the train back to College B in the taxi. From the taxi, I got the bus station by College A, and from the bus station, I got the bus back home. It was a hell of an adventure. I got home at about 6:30ish, and it was fun. Right? It's nice having a cheap trip where we all have a laugh. You know, it was great. The Welsh trips don't cost much, just like the train fare or whatever, but they're amazing. My Welsh teacher, I can genuinely say, right, my Welsh teacher is my favourite college teacher. That doesn't mean I hate or don't like any of my other teachers. Of course it doesn't. It just means that the other ones are 2nd or 3rd best to my Welsh one. Nah, but seriously, I do like all my teachers, obviously. Drama hosts good trips, and media has a great atmosphere. Yeah, we'll go with that. Now, all of that was in the space of about a week. About 1/4 of the month in March. As I record this today, it is the 10th, I believe. Yeah, 10th, because the trip yesterday was on the 9th. Yeah, 10th. It's the 10th. It's been a good month so far, but the hardest has yet to come. In a week, I've got my Chicago performances, and on day 2 of that now I've got my drama performance. But after that, the hardest in March is over. Anyways, everyone, thank you for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, have a good day. Don't forget to drink hot chocolate. Stay safe, and from me, it's goodbye for now. We're going to get through this month, we're going to get through all the exams, and we're going to nail it. Take care, everyone. It's the same one as last time. It is the same one as last time. I am soaked. Right, look at that. He's good. The translation, the captions as well. The Sherman Theatre. in Cardiff Central now. We've got to get to the Sherman Theatre to watch our show. I don't know which way I'm going.